So forget the intro now. It's done.
Yeah.
It's done. Cool. In this video, we wanted to show you how easy and how quick it is to roast bone marrow in Roccbox. Don't be intimidated by bone marrow. It can seem a little bit chefy or a little bit complicated, but it's not. It's super easy, it's super quick, and most importantly of all, it's super delicious. So let's get going. So the first thing we're going to do is toast some beautiful bread. So I've got a griddle pan here. We're going to get that preheated in Roccbox. For the toast, we've got some lovely chia batter here, which we're just going to do a few slices. I'm just going to rub those with a little olive oil just to stop it sticking and just give us a nice colour. Okay, once your pan is nice and hot, grab our sliced bread, press him down and get him straight back into Roccbox to toast. So after kind of 60 seconds, 90 seconds, they'll be ready for a little flip, straight back in to toast up the other side. And there we go. Pop these on a plate. So the toast is done. The toast is going to sit there quite happily because this is going to cook in about 8 minutes. So grab yourself a cast iron pan and grab yourself some bone marrow. These bones are from veal. You can use beef bones. They just don't tend to have quite as delicate a flavour. You want to look for kind of white, pinkish flesh in the middle here and try and get clean bones as much as you can. They should smell meaty, but they shouldn't be covered in meat. So we're just going to pop those into a pan, cover them with foil, bones into Roccbox, go. So we're going to cook those bones for 4 minutes, then we're going to rotate them 180 degrees and cook them for a further 4 minutes, so 8 minutes in total. In the meantime, while that's happening, we can get on with our kind of topping. So I've got a shallot here. So to dice our shallot, we're just going to cut lengthways without cutting the end, the root off. We're then going to cut inwards, and then when you've got them like that, we're just going to roll our knife through it, and that's going to give us that really nice fine dice. And our other topping that we're going to top the bone marrow with is chives. And again, we want to keep these as fine as we can, as small as we can, really. But you can try other stuff. You can use some bread on your marmalade. You could do parsley and lemon zest. Anything that will kind of cut through that richness, because it is very rich. So after about 4 minutes, we're just going to rotate that pan 180 and cook it for a further 4. Although bone marrow is fat, it's actually 70% kind of unsaturated fat. So it's not quite as bad for you, and it's full of vitamin A, iron, good stuff. And it makes a great starter kind of at Christmas, dinner parties, things like that. And obviously at Halloween, because it's bones. So our bones have had 8 minutes in total, so 4 minutes, rotate, another 4 minutes, we're going to grab them out now. So they smell amazing, they smell great, they smell like a Sunday roast if you cooked a bit of meat on the bone. And you can see our marrow's really started to soften in there, looking really soft, really delicious. And we're just going to score it diagonally. This is a good chance to check it's cooked through. It should be nice and soft, giving ourselves little diamonds. Every bone will be a little bit different in terms of how much bone marrow is actually inside it. They're not the same. So there's our marrow on our plate. We're now going to sprinkle over a good bit of mould and salt. We haven't seasoned these guys at all yet. And that will fall in those lovely little gaps we've made with our crisscrossing. So sprinkle over a good handful of shallots, good load of chopped chives. And we're just going to grab the toast, grab a good hunk of the marrow and just spread it on. So by cooking this in Roccbox with the conductive heat of the bone, we've managed to cook this nice and gently, nice and softly. We've topped it with the shallots and the chives to kind of cut through the richness a little bit. Incredibly beautiful toast that we've cooked. That is delicious. It's so rich. It's like eating a shake.